So, one of the things that people assert about the Mexicans is that they're very family orientated. But being family orientated doesn't automatically lead to civility. It doesn't automatically lead to a way to contribute to society, because any family can teach their youngins how to defend the family, how to group together against all outside, like all, all nefarious, like any, you sense anything out of ordinary, and you're already on top of it because you kind of link together, like, for right or for wrong, I'm with you. Like, yeah, but that doesn't teach you a sense of liberty. Like, it doesn't teach you about, like, the national culture. Like, it doesn't teach you sometimes that water's thicker than blood. Sometimes there are some virtues and some values that you can find from places outside, and the family will be against your interpretation. Maybe they want to protect you, maybe they want to keep you safe, but it's like out of their utility, like they outgrow the utility to a point if their only focus on is grouping together, and it's like you have all these crime like families. They're all like super duper familia, la familia, the family. Everything fucking gangsters got to be built on the same paternalistic instincts. The code of the nobility that you inherit, it maybe can be also employed by criminal, like, too. So, like, just being family orientated, it doesn't mean that you're put together. I don't know if that is if people are lost on that, but it's not going to help you judge character. It's just going to wall yourself in. Like, in this society, if women can't speak English, it's a lot of times it's because the man gets to be more extroverted, whereas he doesn't really want people approaching his woman and everything like that. So he gets total immersion. He gets to learn the language fast. And she, because she's equity and she's also a food supply for, like, future of your family and everything. You don't really want people talking to her. And then it's going to complicate her life if somebody takes interest, if somebody admires her, if somebody wants to express that. And then she's like, well, and her excuse might be, well, we don't speak the same language. You get it? But that's not a deterrent. It's gonna be like, oh, I can help you. Like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I have some use for you, because as long as you can't speak English, I can teach you. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, this is like complicating her life and her relationships at work and everywhere. Everybody that knows her a little more than better than you know her knows that she can't fuck with you, right? But she can't tell you. And the only way for her to try is to drop hints and to get you off of her trail. You know what I mean? It's just drop hints, and she can't be too direct. And because she thinks she doesn't know you, she's scared. Maybe she thinks you're unstable. Maybe she doesn't know. Maybe it's not that you're unstable. Maybe she just have no idea. So it's the great unknown. So it's like, oh, scary. That's why, girls are so spooky. And I can understand that. But because you're so family orientated, nobody's teaching them. So after 3 years, 4 years, you can't still speak English. I'm not saying that, it's anybody's fault or there's anything, but it doesn't help when it's already a little bit suspect when liberals are running around talking about believe all women. It seems like it can be interpreted as a grudge, because it is a little bit weird once somebody makes it plain as day, like, oh, I admire you, I see something in you, I think I see this, or I think I see that. Once you think you've seen what you've seen, they can't show you that anymore. So now a stranger, some walk up to them and they'll be all polite and disarming and everything, but then when it's you, it's like, ooh, like you did something. And for longer than 3 years, you know that I haven't been mad at the person who's done the worst things to me in life for that long. So I can't automatically believe them. But then what lends credulity to the female's persuasion is that you have a different psychology, that of aspect of not human, which is you don't really want men to come in touch with their emotions, and you don't want to categorize women with humanity. They might have been responsible for it, but they're not. Just as much as you don't want to save humanity, it's not their duty to preserve it either. They just kind of responsible for why it's here. Being human doesn't make you more equitable. Like, being human doesn't make you equal. Like, being a human is not a good thing. Like, one of the challenges until the final revelation is because, like, you're always going to be transgressing, offending Jesus. You're always going to be a little bit offensive to Jesus. You know what I mean? Like, for the rest of your life, you're going to be a horny old man. You're going to die horny, and you're going to be a little bit offensive because you fall short of the glory. But it's almost like you expect women to fill in or something for, like, your lack of belief in that God was a man. You can't even complain about women. You have to complain about men too. You know what I mean? But it's like, you say they're not human. I didn't say they're not people. They are people. Women are people. They're just not human. You have to figure out what it is they do, or they're going to be dropping hints, and they're not going to be reciprocating your admiration like they don't reciprocate mine. So I'm not being like an expert and telling other people, coaching you how to live your life, because I don't have results that will make you want to follow my instructions. However, am aware that I have a capacity of forgiveness, and seems to be that, like, even with that, you still have skepticism about you. There's still gaslighting concepts about you. Like, there's not them. I'm saying there are still these gaslighting concepts that can be exploited any time. Just try to teach your women how to speak English, because nobody else can. Nobody else is supposed to. Like, really, you're to be threatened if anybody else. So if you don't, then they're as good as deported. They're as good as deported, because they're not finna act like you did all this shit wrong. I don't have to understand where you're coming from with your ethnocentric perspective. Like, that is not gonna make me root for you. Like, I'm gonna hope you get deported for that reason alone. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to say I don't wish anybody to get deported. I'm not gonna complain, oh, the girl didn't like me, call ICE on her or anything like that. I'm just saying, you guys are spooky. You don't want to learn the language because, for valid reasons, I could be preying on you. I could be not a good dude. Like, you have to take a chance. You don't know. It's like, maybe you're a home wrecker if you're persistent, but you can't tell a dude, oh, I'm married. You can't tell nothing because you don't know. Wear your ring. Like, you took your ring off to work. So if I'm your man, I'm gonna be like, I don't know. That would make me want to teach you English sooner. I just think I would want you to learn English as soon as possible, because what you guys have is not cut it. Like, acting like you have to have a valid reason. Acting like you're perturbed or upset by somebody just, I admire you. Like I seen something in you. You're the pride of the neighborhood. You're a support. I seen, like the way you, like, were, you know, a consolation. You were consoling, to some chick. She was having a rough day. I seen that. I noticed all this shit. I think I don't admire that shit. Then you'd be like, I don't know why he's talking to me. Well, if I can figure it out, the only way that you can figure it out is if you can talk. I'm sorry. Deport. I don't have time for this shit.